Hello. Over the past few video blogs, I've been looking at different forms of irrational thinking and explaining how they make it harder for us to cope with life's setbacks and difficulties. Magnification thinking involves exaggerating personal failings and shortcomings, for example by telling yourself or telling someone else, "Oh, I'm hopeless at dealing with this kind of situation," or "Oh, I'll never get the hang of this, I'll never understand this, I can't do this." At the other extreme is minification thinking. Here, successes are dismissed as insignificant or a matter of chance. You can recognize this type of thinking by the use of phrases such as, "Well, anybody could have done that," or "I just got lucky." These two forms of irrational thought are sometimes called binocular thinking. Now, it's easy to see why. Events either look larger than they actually are or smaller than they actually are, depending on which end of the glasses you use to look at them. Perhaps a more widely used form of irrational thinking is emotional thinking, and this involves insisting that a negative emotion provides an objective description of the kind of person you really are. Someone might say, for example, "Oh, because I feel guilty about what has happened, I must be a bad person," or "My frustration with my boss shows how unassertive I am," or "Because I'm feeling so depressed, I must be a worthless person." Then there's social expectations thinking, and this involves the assumption that people must behave towards you in a certain way if they truly love, like, admire or respect you. This way of thinking leads to comments such as, "I expect others to treat me fairly, keep their promises, regard me as special, reward my hard work, tell me the truth, recognize and appreciate my talents, show me gratitude, show me love, love me as much as I love them." Because all these statements involve absolutes, they generate far greater disappointment and unhappiness and stress than adopting a more realistic form of expectation such as, "Well, it would be nice if people always treated me fairly, but I don't expect this will happen any more than they can assume that I will always treat them fairly." Finally, there is should thinking. This involves the irrational assumption that you should feel in a particular way about some event. Now, for example, "I should have been successful because I worked so hard," or "I should feel sad because the relationship has ended." Often should thinking arises from striving to meet the expectations of other people. We attempt to think, feel or behave in a way that other people, especially those close to us, tell us we should feel, instead of actually the way we do feel. So rather indulging in any of these irrational modes of thought, described in this and the previous video blogs, learn to stand back and adopt a more objective approach both to your successes and your setbacks. Refuse to become a victim of your own biography. A past history of setbacks and failures need not predict future problems. That is, unless you allow it to do so. In my next video blog, I'll be talking about worries, explaining the two types of worry that exist and suggesting practical ways you can stop worrying. If you'd like to learn more about either coping with irrational thoughts or bringing worries back under control, why not download my book 1 Minute Stress Management from this website. I'll see you again soon.